Smooches, smooches, everybody gets a smooch. From Creole butterfly, yeah, she's spreading love to you. To all my butterflies, in the kingdom we fly. With love in the air, spreading joy to the sky. Smooches, smooches like a kiss in the breeze. From Creole butterfly, putting hearts at ease. Yeah, she's the queen with the love so high. Smooches to the world like we're touching the sky. Creole butterfly, spreading love so wide. Everywhere she goes, she's got that Libra pride. Graceful like wings, she floats through the air. Smooches for the kingdom, yeah, she's always there. With a heart full of gold and a spirit so free. She lifts up the fam with positivity. The Oprah of smooches, everybody gets a share. Sending love like kisses flying everywhere. Smooches, smooches, everybody gets a smooch. From Creole butterfly, yeah, she's spreading love to you. To all my butterflies, in the kingdom we fly. With love in the air, spreading joy to the sky. Smooches, smooches like a kiss in the breeze. From Creole butterfly, putting hearts at ease. Yeah, she's the queen with the love so high. Smooches to the world like we're touching the sky. In the butterfly kingdom, we all come together. With Creole butterfly, we rise through any weather. She's lifting hearts, putting smiles on faces. Smooches in the air, filling empty spaces. It's love, it's peace, and a whole lot of light. With her wings wide open, she's shining so bright. To all my butterflies, let's flutter and glide. With smooches from the queen, we feel that joy inside. She's the Libra queen, balanced and sweet. With every smooch she gives, it's love on repeat. The Oprah of smooch is giving love all around. In the butterfly kingdom, we're lifted off the ground. Every smooch is a blessing, every kiss is a gift. With Creole butterfly, our spirits always lift. Smooches, smooches, everybody gets a smooch. From Creole butterfly, yeah, she's spreading love to you. To all my butterflies, in the kingdom we fly. With love in the air, spreading joy to the sky. Smooches, smooches like a kiss in the breeze. From Creole butterfly, putting hearts at ease. Yeah, she's the queen with the love so high. Smooches to the world like we're touching the sky. To all my butterflies, keep soaring high. With Creole butterfly, love will never die. Smooches in the air, let's lift each other up. In the butterfly kingdom, we're filling every cup. Smooches, smooches, spreading love like gold. The
Creole butterfly is a story to be told. Hey y'all, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whichever part of the world that you're on. This is your girl Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. Other horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy bar mitzvah, happy quinceañera, to Lottie Dottie, and every darn body under the sound of my voice. What's up, sissy? Just Andrea. Hey, boo. And to all of my butterflies that will be listening to this in the butterfly queendom, I salute you. I honor you. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday today. And I want to say, I'm the Oprah of the what? The smooches. So you get a smooch, you get a smooch, you get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. Okay, so let's talk. I haven't checked yet, but I will. I haven't checked yet. Girl, my phone's not charging for some reason. I'm going to have to go to the phone store tomorrow and have them take a look at it because I've missed a lot of calls and stuff today. So I'll check on my computer once I get out of here. Thank you, though. Thank you. Okay, boo. All right, y'all. So to some, this is not going to. Okay, let me just be obedient, okay? Because y'all know I'm obedient. So let me just be obedient. A lot of times when hey, Shakeaboo. A lot of times, and y'all, these are two content creators. Those of you all who don't know, Just Andrea, she has a channel. Please go and give her a click and a view and sub to her. And Shaker, her is HBIC Room Shaker. She's a content creator. Go give her a click and a view and sub to her. Okay, thank you. We got to help each other. You feel me? Okay, y'all. So a lot of times, most of you all know prophetically, who I am. And a lot of times when the man upstairs is not sure that that he knows that I didn't get it, because he knows all. I'm the one, he gives it to me in a vivid dream. Okay. Um, and so this is what I need to warn you guys about. That's just basically it. Okay. Um, I saw an attack against the ATM machines. It's like you're going to the ATM machine to get money out. You're doing everything you're supposed to. And for some reason, it's doing everything it says, but no money comes out. And it doesn't even really ask you for your PIN. Okay. So be very careful when you go to the ATM. Never keep all your money in one particular place. Get 2 or 3 different bank accounts if you can. Ever since I've been 15 years old and started working, I never kept all my money in one spot. Hey, the hood table is also y'all. She's a content creator. Please support her as well. Okay, so that's the first thing. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is you're going to begin to see some things called, and I know if some of y'all don't believe it, that's fine. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just being obedient. Okay. Because you know what I noticed? A lot of people, when I started telling you guys about what was coming, each year or each month or whatever, a lot of people didn't believe it until it started happening. And then they start being like, what else? So, I ain't trying to convince nobody. Okay. I'm just being obedient to God so I won't get whooped. So another thing that I saw is something of a nature of a shift shaper, meaning that you're going to look at something one way, but it's going to be something totally different. I do see that the internet service is going to start. I don't know how to say it, but something with the internet. I'll just say that. Okay. No matter who you got. Right. Watch your children, because I did see an attack on Black children, and I can say I don't know why Black children, but I would be lying, because I've been telling y'all that we are the mother and father of civilization. So our parts, our kidneys, our hearts, our things like that actually go in anybody, where everybody else's don't fit with us. Okay. So please protect your children. Okay. And if you ain't got no kids, protect the kids that's important to you, like those in your neighborhood that live around you, your nieces and nephews, things of that nature, because I see an increase on trafficking. But I see that the increase is going to really be against Black children, okay? Especially from predominantly areas where Black kids are, because the mind of the evil one feels like nobody's going to miss them anyway. So if you're used to letting your child just go out there and play or go wherever, and you assume they'll be back like they always do, you may need to rein that in just a little bit. Just a little bit, okay? And it's not that I don't have a lot to say, y'all, but I do have to filter what I'm saying. And then some things I can't say. So it's like my mind is like, okay, God, then what am I, you told me talk to these people. So I'm talking to these people, and, everything that's coming up, you're like, not yet, not yet. Yeah, that one, not yet. So, there will be a major stock that everybody is looking to. Everybody basically has been talking about that's going to crash, and it's going to be worthless. So pray about before you buy stock. Okay. Pray about before you buy stock. Anytime you're going to take a trip, I've been telling y'all this anyway, but anytime you're going on vacation or to take a trip this year, like a major trip, pray first. If you feel anything, whether it's getting on a boat, whether it's getting on a plane, whether it's, getting in your car to drive over the roads to another state, Pray. If you feel anything that don't feel right, don't do it. Reschedule it. Don't do it. Hey, Zara Boo. Zara is a content creator too, y'all. So please subscribe and go give her a click in the view. Um, Pray for each other, y'all. If you're not in the habit of praying, you need to start. Especially pray for leaders. For one, whether you supported him or not, whether you voted for him or not, he is going to be your commander in chief. So therefore, he's going to make decisions concerning your life. So you need him to be able to hear, not from the people around him, but from God about your situation. Hi, Muffy Boo. Okay, so I hear a lot of people, I ain't vote for him anyway, and yeah, but that's slow. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of slow, because whether you voted for him or not, he's still gonna make decisions concerning you and yours. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't need nobody in his ear but God. Pray for the air. Pray for the air. And I have to wait to tell y'all more on that. So just pray for the air. Pray for the air. Um, Not all water is equal. Is created equal. Not all water is created equal. Um, I'm gonna come on here probably next week. I'm praying about what day. I'm sorry, I'm a prayer, y'all. I listens to God. So hey, but I'm gonna come on here next week and I'm gonna pray. But I'm also gonna teach those that want to be taught on what is called marine spirit. Marine spirit. Not only that, I'm going to add something to it because they come like twins. A marine spirit and this other spirit. I ain't going to tell you that. I'll wait until I teach it. That way, I guarantee you, most of you all under the sound of my voice is being attacked with that and you don't really know what it is. You feel something is wrong. You feel something is off. You feel like, and I'm at a point in my life. This is where I'm at. I'm not fighting to have relationships with nobody no more. I am a person who I try to treat everybody right. I try. And I'm a person that's approachable. If something is wrong or if I did something, I said something, all you have to do is tell me. And I'll look at that and be like, oh, well, either I meant it, but I didn't mean it that way, or I didn't mean it like that. I'm one of them. I'm quick to apologize because I'm quick to repent. But what I ain't going to do, what I don't do, is chase after no relationships. If people decide that they don't want to have nothing to do with me, God bless you in your endeavors. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Amen. The benediction has been given. Please have a blessed life. Go on your way, and I go on mine. No hard feelings. Next, because it's still Wednesday. That's been me, but I have been kind of catering, and all this stuff. Like, well, Dad, what did I do? And you know what? Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. God bless you. And this ain't to nobody, but it's to anybody. I think a lot of times we try to fight to hold on to relationships that God has been trying to cut loose from us, and we try to hold on to them, and we end up getting the bad end of the stick because we're trying to fight so hard to keep something that ain't meant to be in our life. It ain't just for relationships as far as sexual. It's just for all relationships. What's up to him? Hey. You know, I have even when it come to family, I told some of my family today, for real, I made it known. I'm serious. I'm cleaning house. I made it known. Baby, I don't care. See, it's a difference between blood and family. We're family by blood, but we're not family by relationship. A lot of people, we just so happen to have the same blood coursing through our veins that makes us family. But we're not relatives. We don't have a relationship. So, and if I got to watch my back with those that I'm kin to and still watch the people that I ain't kin to, what I need you for? No, I don't need you, boo. And a lot of us keep trying to keep family members around because of that word, family. Sometimes that's the worst people that can ever be attached to you are in your life. And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Some of your worst attacks come from those who share the same blood with you. And because they share the same blood with you, you trying to hold on. Oh, I'm going to hold on. You know, that's my kinfolk. Okay, well, I ain't that no. And the thing about it is when you tell people stuff like this, they be like, oh, she must be mad. No. When I told y'all 2025, it's about me, I'm men across the board. It's about me, him crucified, and living the best life I can live. And if people are going to be in my life, we have to walk in agreement. We have to love each other hard. I ain't fighting you, and I got to fight my enemy. No, we ain't doing that one. Because even though you got my same blood, you go in the enemy category. When you ain't for me, you against me. When you against me, you my enemy. Let's not blur the lines. That's common darn sense. Okay. Your family sucks. I got some great family members, and I got those that, yeah. Yeah. See, I ain't one that's gonna come on here and everything about my family is just so perfect and oh, we're so great and oh no, it's not. It's not at all. And I'm okay with that. Because this is what I learned. When God allows somebody to leave, he replaces it with two better if you let him. In order to get my husband I had to realize I had to let that zero go so God can send me my hero. We still be trying to hold on to things that God's like, I'm trying to bless you. You keep asking me, where is this at? Why come I ain't got this? Why I keep going through this? Because you refuse to obey me and let this go. A lot of y'all, I heard somebody say, and I went and watched, I think it was Miss O's channel, and somebody had typed in her channel, I assume, because it didn't, like I said, it was a replay. And they said, well, half of a man is better than no man. Says who? Speaking like a true wounded woman. A true wounded woman thinks a half a man is better than no man. Are you kidding me? No, ma'am, it's not. And I pray for your heart. I pray for you to get healed so that you can actually understand what a man is. I'd rather be by myself than to have a half of anything. You think I'm gonna pay full price for a half a loaf of bread? Come on now. Go as high as eggs is. I'm supposed to have a whole carton of eggs and I only got 6 in there. Oh, a half a carton of eggs is better than no. And you paying full price? Baby. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no ham, no sandwich. No. No. Change your thinking. Change your thinking. Some men think like that. Well, as long as I got that body in the bed with me, it's better than being by myself. And that's why she gonna give you just that sex. At what price are you willing to pay? I've taught on succubus and incubus. I'm gonna go back into that too because one of my subbies, smooches to you, you know who you are. One of my subbies asked me, could I teach on that? And I know they're a new subby. And I said, sure. See, where a lot of people don't like my teachings, I get a whole lot of people that do. I'm going to be me. I'm okay being me. That's the thing. I'm okay being me. I love me. You don't love you? What's wrong with you? I can't, even though I support my girl Lolo, I can't be Lolo. That's Lolo. Lolo walk with Lolo's papers. I like Miss T Velocity. I ain't her. She walks with Miss T Velocity papers. I like Mother. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Mother's mother. I can't be Treasure. I gotta be Creole. And ain't nothing wrong with being Creole. I'm just trying to tell you. Ain't nothing wrong with being Creole. I'm just trying to tell you, okay? So yeah. And I'm sorry that people get mad because I talk about me like this. I never knew it bothered people that I talk about me like this. That's weird. If I came on here and I said that I was this, that, and the other, and I talked all up under my clothes and all this and stuff, that would make people happy. But because I carry myself in a certain way and I talk in a certain way and I know who I am, that offends people, you just be offended. I'm sorry that you are, but I ain't changing who I am. This works for me. Trust me. I told y'all, I was the little kid that was dark skinned with eyes that changed and real thick long hair. If that ain't weird, I don't know what it is. A black girl whose eyes change. You don't think I heard the jokes and oh, she's weird? And then on top of that, I was a prophet as a kid. I would be, and when you're a kid and you don't know about that stuff, and you start speaking on things and don't nobody else see it but you, and then all of a sudden it happened, that's weird. And trust me, before kids realized who I was, before I realized who I was, I had talked to my grandmother. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I used to be talked about like a dog, and I still had to hold my head up and still be me. So trust me, things that's said about me, that's why it don't affect me. I'm used to that. And now I went on here the other day and I said that this person had been hoping that I die. They had been speaking things in existence, they thought, and I called it out. And that offended some people. Why me calling out a witch trying to speak something on me and me casting it down with the authority I have of Jesus Christ offends you? What am I supposed to do? Receive it and let it take hold? See, quit. Don't play with me. I told you, trust God, don't trust men. When he shows me something and tells me something, I take it to the bank every day. Every day. And if I was to tell y'all who did it, y'all be shocked. But it would feed the streets. It would feed the streets. But you know what? I don't care because the assignment was canceled. I just wanted the person to know I heard you. Christ fights for me. That's why I don't fight back. I'll be a punk. I'll be whatever y'all want me to be. I'll be all of that. Girl, you a punk. Okay, you're right. You this. Okay, you're right. You know why? I'm fighting bigger demons. I'm fighting demons. If I was to tell y'all some stuff that I see and deal with, half of y'all would think either she crazy or I don't want that to be me. Because some of this stuff y'all watching these movies, reason why I don't watch scary movies, because I know that the spirit of different things is real. I know that. I told y'all about one day that this man came in jumping like the Joker, jumping, jumping, jumping. Came in church, jumping, jumping, jumping. I mean, face distorted and everything. And then he got on his belly and slithered. Now, half of y'all, if y'all had decided in church, I would have ran. And as we prayed, the man flipped over and started foaming at the mouth. Then he came to himself and didn't even know he was in nobody's church. Possessed. So I don't have to watch movies because I understand stuff like that. I can tell y'all more stuff, but that's just the one I keep telling y'all. Because if I really begin to talk to y'all and tell y'all what's out here, hey, official Lovejoy Boo. Hey. So yeah. What I didn't know, this is what I found out, and I shared this with some of my butterflies not too long ago. I'm meeting some of my cousins that's in Louisiana, and hopefully this year I am praying to go to my grandmother's hometown, which is Opelousas, right? And that's where a majority of my grandmother's people still live. You know, they're still there, like one of her twin brothers, and you know, blah blah blah, and a whole lot of my cousins and stuff because they stayed there. My grandmother left, and she left for a reason. Okay. But anyway, when I met one of my cousins, I met her on Facebook. My little sister found her and she introduced her to me. So me and her began to talk, you know, and everything. And I told her I teach on herbs. I'm very much into herbs and, you know, and things like that. And she said, oh my goodness, I am too. She said, I got my own herbal shop. I do my own teas. I got my whole, you know, store and all of this and stuff. And I'm like, wow. She said, but our great grandmother was an herbalist. She was the main herbalist down here in this area. Everybody went to her. See, I never knew that. I just knew I had a thing about herbs. I was drawn to herbs, you know. And then I started getting into what makes the body do this, this, and this. Like I told you, I went to medical school. I didn't finish because I had to drop out. So then I went back. Of course, my husband told me you need to have your degree. So I went back and got a doctorate degree in therapy. So, you know, but y'all, it's a lot of things I would like to share, but because of where we are in YouTube, you know, YouTube censors us and everything, but it's a lot of things I would love to share because I like to give people knowledge so you'll know how to fight. See, because a lot of things, some things are traditional, some things are generational, some things have been spoken and you received. And a lot of things that you go through when you deal with, you don't have to actually. You don't have to. Some people are carriers, okay? Meaning that it's in them to do certain things and they don't know why. It's because you actually was sent here to do that. See, this thing gets deep. It gets really deep, and I really would love. Somebody told me to go and get a Patreon, and you know, go on Patreon, and that way I can really, in detail, help my people, talk to my people, give them what's meant to have, and all this and stuff. But I'm one, y'all, but I know financially that people are suffering. Not everybody, but for the most part, every cent that a person get, they have to watch it. You know what I'm saying? But I am thinking about doing something. Once before, Anthony McNeil, shout out to him. He used to be my person that would give me these free sites that my people can go to because we went to Google Meets once. We talked about stocks on Google Meets. I had another thing about Google Meets over there. And then Google Meets changed. They started wanting to make people pay for it. I did do a Zoom, I think, once, you know, so I'm trying to figure out something, y'all, to where I can really, really take time out and talk to my people the way I want to talk to them because not everybody's my people. Some people, they just only surface. And this year, you will have a word awakening. I told y'all this year is going to be the year of agreements and the year of grace and man. 2, agreement, 5 meaning grace, 5 meaning man. Okay. So you're going to need the grace of God this year. And you're gonna prosper more if you find that person either in business, in prayer, in different things that you can yoke up with to get things done. Not that you can't do it on your own, but it's the power is in agreement this year. The power is very much in agreement this year. So it was one more thing I wanted to share. In relationships. In relationships. Some of you all are in relationships. You're dating. I ain't talking about being married. I'm talking about dating. In this relationship, you see it's not going anywhere. But you're holding on to this person because they're familiar. But let it go. Because you're going to end up suffering more and you're going to miss out on what is meant for you to have. As I stated earlier, a half of a person, it does not beat. I don't even know. I've heard women say that before. Half of a man beats no man. No, it don't. But that's spoken like a woman that's been hurt and rather have something than to be by herself. You know what? It's okay. Prepare yourself for that you want. That's even when a man. You want a wife, but you don't know what it means to be a husband. Let me show you something. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up this real quick. That's my son in there. He's gonna make us a pizza. Hold on. One moment, y'all. It is cold here in Kentucky. It's supposed to drop to 5 degrees, y'all. Pray for me. Seriously. That type of weather. You need some gloves, an Eskimo coat, and every stuff. Okay, let me show y'all this. Wait a minute. Share. Let me make sure y'all see this. This right here is what I read, and this right here is what my late husband read. Anybody who is wanting to be married or anybody who's already married, these are two books that I recommend. They're not real thick books either. The Power of a Praying Wife and The Power of a Praying Husband. See, when you love your spouse and they love you, and y'all really want to see each other succeed, you really want the best in get the best out of each other. You do maintenance on your marriage. There's nothing wrong with doing maintenance on your marriage. You don't have to wait till something go wrong. You don't wait until something go wrong with your car to get a tune-up, get an oil change. Some of y'all take better care of your car than you do your life. Then you do your relationship. Then you do, you know what I'm saying? Your health. You own that car, honey. Every time, so it's 30 miles. I gotta go do this. I gotta change my tires, rotate my tires. I gotta get me some gas. I gotta do this. I don't put that gas in my car. But what about your life? So yeah, this is right here, The Power of a Praying Wife and The Power of a Praying Husband. Them are two good books. Now, if you got teenagers, they got Power of a Praying Child too. And it's in a way that kids understand. It ain't talking at them and all this and stuff, but it gives them effective prayers to pray, especially when they go through peer pressure. So, if I'm just suggesting. I can't make you buy nothing, but those are two books I recommend. Seriously, it also gave me a way to see my late spouse, you know, as being a soul like me. I felt because he was 9 years older than me that it's a lot of things that he knew. And it took us going to counseling, marriage counseling one day when he got my attention and he hollered, I don't know. When he said it, I heard it for the first time. So I stopped assuming that just because he was older than me, he knew everything. I wish it was 48. I wasn't. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'll go listen to it tonight because I got to check in Drill's email as well. Uh, so yeah, y'all, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, uh, do something this year. Love Joy, I'm glad she's heard. She asked me, she said, Creole, what are you doing this year in 2025 that is different than 2024? And I was glad she asked me that. She asked me that on Lolo's. And I think I said to her, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to release my single, my musical single. I said, I'm finishing up book 4, and I'm putting me first. Those 3 things. And I'm going to ask y'all, what is it in 2025 that you're doing different than you've ever done in 2024, 2023, 2022? What is, what? I told some people in 2021, I said, look around you. There'll be some people that's sitting in this chat that come 2023, 4, and 5 that'll still be doing the same thing they're doing in 2021. They will not prosper. They will not be different. They're not doing anything different because they stuck. And I was right. There's some people in 2021 that said they was going to lose weight. It's 2025. They still talking about, I'm going to lose weight. Well, how long it take? You can lose 5 pounds in a week if you cut out carbs. IJS. See, I think a lot of people have good intentions, but then again, I think a lot of people just talk to hear themselves talk because it sounds good. First of the year, what everybody talk about, I'm gonna lose weight. Now, hey Silky Black, hey Boo. Putting me first was my answer as well. I know that's right. I know that's right, the Ham Show. You know, because I have this tendency to put other people before me. You know, kids, especially kids. Oh my goodness, I could be tired. Mama, can you? Yeah. I could be on my last $10, knowing I need it. Mama, you got $5? Yeah. But I've been practicing. No, I do, but no. I'm tired. I ain't going. Uh, got some gas money. Yeah, I've been practicing all of that, and I've even put it in practice. I got a couple of calls and stuff. Can you come down here and blah blah blah? I can, but I'm not. I'm in the bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yep, I don't have no responsibilities. So if I want to go to bed at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I can. And I am not getting up out of my bed to go do nothing. I'm sorry. I pray that somebody be there though. Now, if it's an emergency, I'll consider it. But this year, it ain't the year that I'm gonna just up and just jump and just no, because people keep pulling your strings like that, and you'll keep doing that stuff, and then when it's your turn, they have amnesia. Can you you got $10 I can borrow? Now I need my 10, but then you done gave them 20. Yeah, y'all want to hear the truth. So I just say, y'all, I love my peoples. I do. Every year I do something drastic with my hair. Um, Before this year went out, I cut it all off. One, because it was damaged. Let's just keep it real. When I got sick, my hair started shedding. And I was like, oh, this is not cute. Okay, she cute, but this hair ain't cute. We're gonna do something about this hair. So, I've been treating it and all of that stuff, but I cut it all off. People bother me keeping these strands of hair because a little bit of it is long, but you look like a Dalmatian by the top of your head. Girl, cut that stuff off. If a man like you, he like you. I remember the first time I had to go through cutting my hair off when I was married. And I felt so insecure for the first time because I had to cut off my hair. And my husband, he grabbed me and hugged me. He said, honey, I love you. He said, ain't got nothing to do with your hair. I love you. And he told my one of my kids, he said, take a picture of us. And that's the first picture I had took with my hair cut off. But he was that type of man. He knew what he had. He reassured me and loved on me just the same. The truth shall set you free. Free indeed. I know that's right. So, y'all just be careful. Be careful who you let in your house. I'm telling y'all, because some people going oh Lord. I know we be happy when we get stuff and we think that there's people out here that is happy for us, because we always share. Girl, I bought me a new TV. Did you? Hey, bruh, I got me some new kicks. You did? Yeah, man, and yeah, that and all in the back of their man. Let me tell you something. I tell you what you do. Those that you're around, when you tell something, don't watch their expression, watch their eyes. The eyes is gonna tell you everything if you pay attention. Some of y'all gonna email me and gonna be like, you know what, Creole? I never thought my best friend was gonna do it to me. Because a lot of people that you call your best friends or whatever, how did they default become your best friends? Did they go through a trial and error with you and y'all came out together? Did they encourage your life? I mean, how did they ultimately become your best friend? A lot of relationships will be challenged in the first 3 months of this year. Yes, I said the first three. We're in January. It's gonna be challenged. And you're gonna be like, now, even though I am who I am, God still sends me word through people. And there was a word that came to me and said, be careful because somebody around you, and when I say this, you're gonna know who it is. And I was like, okay, this is somebody around you is really not caring for you, even though they're around you. They don't care for you. In the back of their mind, they're wondering when you're gonna come down. And when that person said that to me, and this is a person that don't know me, okay? But when that person said that to me, I knew exactly who it was. And I governed myself accordingly. And unfortunately, they're a friend. I consider them a friend, but I have been wondering the last couple of weeks like something ain't been setting right with me concerning this person. So I have been slowly distancing myself from this person, slowly. So when that word came to me, I'm like, oh, I was right. Also, teach your children, if you got some children, that they can come and talk to y'all about anything. These kids is going to start experiencing some stuff. Unfortunately, I saw another mass shooting when it comes to schools. I did. And some of these schools now are trying to tell these kids they can't have cell phones. Well, what happens when somebody come in and start shooting up the school? Who they gonna call? Tell them to turn the phone down and don't be on it in class. That's what's happening. A lot of these kids are taking their phones out in class. They're not paying attention. And so now they're trying to outlaw the phones. But in this day and age, these kids need a cell phone so they can call 911, they can call mama, daddy, whoever. I do. Let me see. I didn't think my family would turn on me. After my mom passed, all it takes is, let me tell you what happened. So just because you have known a person for several years, it doesn't make that person. I know that. Get a girl. You got me over her tongue tied, official love joy. You got me over her tongue. I know what you're saying, and that's the truth. That is the truth. You know. Let me see. Let me tell y'all what happened with me when my dad passed. Okay. So my dad has children. Okay, many children. Okay. I just so happen to be his favorite. Unfortunately, my siblings know I'm his favorite. Okay. Uh, and I'm his favorite because I cared about my daddy, not about what my daddy could do for me. See the difference? I would call my daddy and say, "Daddy, how you doing today? You alright? You eating? You fine?" I would drop in on my daddy and say, "I just came to hug you and see if you okay." So, see what I'm saying? Everybody else would call him and say, "Hey, you got such and such a, can you do such and such a, and all that." I was different. So of course I was his favorite. Plus my mother was the love of his life. So I'm the child of the love of his life. So of course you know, he treated us all the same until it got to a point where he couldn't because they wouldn't care about him and I did. So he started letting it be known. That's mine. That's my favorite right there. So, So when he passed, I couldn't find his policy. My daddy had two policies. He told me about it. He said one used for my burial and whatever's left split amongst all of y'all. He said, but the other policy I have is totally yours and your one brother that's in penitentiary. I want you to take care of him. I said, yes, sir. Okay. So I knew he had two, right? I knew. I don't know about nobody else, but I knew. So when my daddy passed away, I couldn't find these policies. Now, people went in his apartment before I could get there. So I found out they took some stuff. I don't know if the policies was one, but my daddy, he was so smart, he had a backup plan, right? So I was trying to raise money to bury my daddy. Hear me say I tried to get my siblings, if all of us had chipped in, we could have buried him no problem. But my siblings told me, and I quote, let all them so-called friends he got bury him. Why you taking it upon yourself to bury him? Let everybody else step in and bury him. Then the same kids that was all up in his face, he ain't never done nothing for me. And I know that was a lie, but he ain't never done nothing for me. That's what they said to me. Okay? I put a sign on my daddy's door. And then I sent out a mass text. The sign said, as of right now, this is about, and I said my daddy's name. My office will be open the Monday after we bury him at 8 o'clock a.m. See me then. Everybody knew what I meant by that. Like right now, I'm focused on burying my daddy. All what y'all saying and all that, we'll address that the Monday after we bury him at 8 a.m. That's how early I'm taking appointments. Come see me then. So I was in the funeral office and I was making the arrangements for my daddy. My daddy. Okay. So it was cheaper to have him cremated. I didn't want to because of who he is, right? But however, this is all falling on me and my husband and whoever, donates. So as I was sitting in there and I had dropped my head, I said, God, what do I do? That's exactly how I said it. God, what do I do? The door opened to the funeral home. In walks my auntie, which is one of his sisters, stepsister. Okay, anyway, in walk her. And she said, "Hey, niece." I said, "Hey," like it. And she said, "So did you make your goal?" I said, "Yeah, I made it to get him cremated." She said, "Is that what you want to do?" I said, "That's all I could afford to do." She said, "I didn't ask you that. I asked you, is that what you want to do?" I said, "No, I would like to have him a funeral. He needs to be honored, and I would like to bury him." And she said, "How much to bury him and have a funeral plus the casket?" So the funeral home person, I'm looking at her like, didn't she just hear me say we ain't raised that much money? I'm saying I done got an attitude. And the funeral home person tells her how much it is and all this and stuff. She whips out this black cord. First time I seen one in person, I ain't gonna lie. She whips out this black cord and said, "Here you go, put it on that." And now my mouth flew up, and my husband looked at her. I was like, like it. She said, "I told you, I got your back." And that's exactly what she said, that she had my back. She said, "I told you, I got your back." She said, "Your daddy knew that you would be in here trying to find a way to make everything he won't happen. And he told me, regardless, you have her back." She said, "I even got the outfit that he wanted to be buried in." Y'all, come through, God. I was like, I just cried. I leaned over on that desk and just cried. My husband was like, "It's gonna be all right, baby. God showed up again." I'm like, oh, I just cried because I felt a burden lift off of me. Y'all, I was going through. One of his sisters, God rest her soul now, but one of his sisters made it hard for me. The other one made it extra hard. My siblings was tripping, all but one of them, which is one of my little brothers, who stood by me. Everybody turned on him, and then they turned on me because I was determined I was going to make sure my daddy was put away the best way he could be. So I understand. I understand when family turn on you because they sure turned on me. Even to this day, I don't really have nothing to say to my siblings because I felt like it was cold blooded. I didn't ask y'all to pay for everything. I just asked y'all, could y'all donate $40? 40, not 400, because me and my husband was gonna pay the rest. All I needed y'all to do was do $40. We was buying the headstone, we was paying for the plot, we was paying for the casket, we was doing the bunk of everything. I just needed them to pay $40. Death brings out the true nature of family. It really does. If you don't think so, let somebody major pass away in your family. People gonna want their hand there. Like, I know they had I know they had some insurance. What's my part? What I get? That's exact. My siblings wanted to know what they was gonna get from my daddy's insurance. And when I told them I couldn't find those policies, oh, it changed. They stopped helping. They stopped helping clean out his apartment. My daddy had been in that apartment for almost 30 years. So y'all know he had some stuff, right? My one auntie, see, y'all want her. My one auntie, his sister, grabbed my daddy's laptop. Talking about, "I'm gonna go pawn this so we can have something to put on his funeral." At the time, I wasn't thinking because I would have kicked her down the steps. I seriously, I would have kicked her down the step. So I wasn't thinking, and I was like, I said, "Yeah, okay." Turned my head. I'm still trying to pack up stuff, still looking for the policy. My brother in there, my cousin trying to help, my husband trying to help. Like, we out in here, we. So it gets to a point, and it dawned on me. Wait a minute, she took that laptop. Now, knowing my daddy creates things. He writes manuals, books. He's deep into the Wing Chun and martial arts thing. Like, he's an honored person. He's in martial arts books. He's in Black Belt magazine. He's when I tell you my daddy's the stuff, he's the stuff. Okay. So knowing my daddy, he like puts stuff on everything. Matchbooks, he draws things, like everything, right? So it didn't dawn on me that he probably would have had something on that computer, right? So, but it dawned on me too. Wait a minute, she went to pawn that computer to put on his funeral stuff. So I'm like, uh, excuse me, where's the money for the computer that you pawned of my daddy's? Oh, I bought some weed with that. I promise y'all, oh God and everything I love, that woman said she pawned the laptop to buy weed. Needless to say, my husband got on one side of me and my brother got on the other side. It was like, nope. Because they know me. They was like, nope, nope. My husband kept on saying, no, baby. No. My brother said, sis, I see it in your eyes. Nope. And she walked out. And I think they told her, if I was you, I'd get up out of here. You gonna take my daddy's laptop that just died. He wasn't even 24 hours cold. He was only 6 hours cold. You came in the house and took that laptop saying you gonna go pawn it to put on his funeral. And then you tell me in my face that I bought weed with it. No remorse, no nothing. Oh, I bought weed with that. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, the ham show. Yeah, I understand. So, see, that's what I'm saying. We got some man. Ugh, some low life people. Yours is 30, mine was 40. That's pathetic. Cause and then I heard somebody say, "Well, I thought he had insurance." Well, yeah. On that day, I did a lot of stuff. When somebody said, "I thought he had insurance," I said, "Itch. If I had found it, don't you think I would have been using it? I don't want to ask y'all for nothing." I wasn't saying it like it. Yes, you was. I told you I had to put that note up there, and every time somebody pissed me off after that, I referred to the text message of a note, told them, "See me Monday at 8 a.m. We'll handle everything." They sort of said, "She really crazy, ain't she? She really crazy, right?" My brother said, "I told you I don't mess with her." He said, "And what she don't handle, I will." And they know he 10 carat crazy. So, yeah, I'm just telling y'all. That's why, y'all, my circle is so tight. My circle can fit into one of those old fashioned phone booths, and that ain't even a circle. So, you feel me? Like, if we can't fit in that phone booth together, you're not a part of my circle. You may be a part of the outer circle, but you ain't a part of my inner circle. See, I don't have to watch people I trust. If I got to watch you, then you shouldn't be connected to me in no way because I'm not doing that. I don't care if we got the same blood or not. That's my point. We can know each other for 20 years. If I still got to watch you, you're not a part of my circle. It's a hey and go on. Do I miss having somebody that I can just talk to? You know what I'm saying? Just talk to. And that's why I say that's the type of relationship me and my deceased husband had. We could just talk to each other about like the innermost whatever we was feeling. We could cry to each other. And yes, he cried. He didn't cry all the time, but he did cry, and I didn't make him feel weak for it. I like a man that could show me his emotions like that. Some of y'all, that's why y'all getting beat because he can't. Let me shut up, shut up, shut up. Shut up. No, it's not your fault. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying. I'm talking about when a man don't have a way to express himself, he expresses himself. If it makes sense, get away from him. Get away from him. Somebody done told him if he cry, he ain't no man. Suck it up. Boys don't cry. I thought that was the most asinine statement a person could ever say in their life. And then when they become a man, it's okay to release it. You don't tell this boy all his life that men don't cry. Now all of a sudden it's okay to release it. Which one is it? Weirdo. By the way, I was over on a content creators live replay. Hold on, y'all. Thanks, Boo.
Fresh out the oven.
Okay. Yo. Yo. Okay, yeah, I was over on the content creators replay, and I understand they kept on saying I'm not blaming women, but women. In other words, the way it came across was that because women say things, that's why they get beat. I didn't like that. They were blaming women for men beating them. I didn't like that. Although I know that to not be true, so I had to say something. How is it a woman's responsibility of a grown man whether he can hold his emotions or not? They don't even sound right. That ain't even. Anyway, let me see what you said. I called my mom, and I didn't think she had any insurance. And I found the policy, but I found one just to bury her, so I needed to pay for the opening. I feel you. You know what, Lady B, and thank you for dropping down, boo. Because I'm a part of Sean Bradley's, and I like how he does his. I probably will. I probably will do Patreon, and I'm gonna try to see what the lowest tier I can do. And because I really want to break down herbs to you guys, and I'm monitored on what I can say on YouTube. You know, like if I say something like green tea heals, green tea can stop, blah blah blah, they will hit me and tell me, that I need to remove that video, or they'll try to take my channel. So I can't really get into it the way I want to. That's why I'm so elementary when I say something when it comes to herbal and stuff. And then there's some things prophetically that I want to tell y'all that I can't say because it may come across as whatever that it's not meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So I do have to, so I'm really thinking about the Patreon thing. And everything. And if so, I'll probably have it going the middle of February, probably after the 15th of February. I'll probably have it up and going, and everything, so that things that I want to say, I can say. We can have interaction. People can talk. I go at the gates because I don't want nobody to feel like they being attacked for their beliefs. So yeah. I am gonna email Sean though and ask him how did he get started. Uh, His pizza good. I'm talking about losing weight, but I'm eating pizza. See how y'all pray for me. Let me see. Ah, that is so sweet. That is sweet. I cremated my husband. We cremated him because that's what he said he wanted. That's exactly what he said he wanted. He said, I don't want nobody looking down on me. And if they didn't bother to see me when I was living, it shouldn't matter that I'm dead. He said, cremate me and keep the money. He said, I ain't going to be here anyway, so I don't care. I thought the whole marriage, he told everybody. I told my wife to cremate me. I told my wife to cremate me. I want to be cremated. Cremate me. Cremate. That's all he kept on saying. So I told everybody, y'all know what I'm going to do. They said, cremate him. Absolutely. I'm going to honor his wish. And my daughter, she bought the urn, and she had it engraved, and it's a fisherman's urn because that was his favorite pastime. This man would go fishing. I didn't bother him. I went with him a couple of times because he's like, baby, go fishing with me. I'm like, okay. So I would go sit in the port and watch him while he fished, and we would talk. I thought it was just something he wanted to do by himself, but he was like, I love you, go with me out. He said, I wish you go all the time. I'm like, no, it's your time away from me. No, So he would go fishing about 3 times a week. I ain't get mad. I ain't got to be with him all the time. That's why I don't understand these women that don't let their men do nothing. Like everywhere he go, you got to go. You like his shadow. It's like, girl, let that man, there was times once a month or a couple of times a month, he would go over to one of his friends' house, who was my friend also, and they would all be none but the fellas over at playing dominoes, listening to old school, just bonding and everything. I knew where to reach him if I needed him. He would call me, babe, what you doing? Sitting up here just reading this book. Okay. You still in the same spot? Yep, I thought so. It's okay. Trust your mate. Trust him. If he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat anyway. And nothing you can do can stop that. But women, you better learn this. If he cheat, what's wrong with you? See, once before, this is what I told my late husband. That's how he knew something was wrong with me. See, I think like a dude, okay? Blame my brothers, blame my daddy, blame my granddaddy, okay? Even my uncles, because they all schooled me on men. Seriously. So my man is like, I can hear a lie. I know a lie when I hear it. I might not even tell you I know you're lying, but I know a lie when I hear it, right? So one day I was like, it was something that was said. I said, honey, I don't care. If you gonna cheat, tell me. I wanna play. I said, we both can cheat. How about that? And he looked at me. He gave me a Scooby Doo look like, huh? He just looked at me like, he said, you really mean that too? Yeah, I do. I do. Because just like it's women after you, you know dang well it's men after me. So if you gonna cheat, tell me. I won't play. Let us both play. He's like, see, can't nobody even play with you, man. I'm like, nah, because I'm gonna take it there. I'm dead serious. So, women, I say, stop getting mad, especially if you're gonna stay with them. If you're gonna stay with them, what you getting mad for? But if you ain't gonna stay with them, well, I don't believe in it. However, if you're gonna play, let us both play. Tell me the rules and regulations of the game because I want to play. See, I know y'all pray for me, seriously, but I'm glad I didn't have a relationship where we stepped out on each other at all. To be honest, y'all, I really think that man would have killed me. I'm being honest with you. I really do. I really think he would have offed me. Mm-hmm. That's how. Not trying to be funny, but that's how much in love with me he was. I really think had he thought that I was cheating on him and could prove it, because he would have to prove first. He never went on. He always proved whatever. He's one of them. He gonna prove it, so it won't be no questions. But had he thought, I think he would have offed me, because that man was very much in love with me. I'm so serious. Everybody who knew us knew it too. His boss, his workers, his family, everybody. Everybody. I think he would have offed me. I couldn't have hurt his heart like that. I'm serious. Not that I'm proud to say that, but you just gotta know who you married to. And I really believe had I hurt his heart like that. Because like I said, that was my friend. And he took very good care of me in every way. Emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, every way we were together. So I know financially, I know. It would have broke him. Broke him to non-repair. Seriously. And that's one thing I never wanted to do. Because like he told me, you've been hurt so much. Back I'm talking about the things that went on in my life, and everything. He said, the one thing I will not do is be added to that list. I'm going to love you out of a whole bunch of stuff. And that's what he did. That's what he did. So I know it's enough of that. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all a couple of things that I saw in my dream and the confirmation that I got. It's a lot of things I can't say, but the things I did, watch your ATM, watch the ATM that you go to, watch your cord, pray before you take trips. Those of you all who do Uber rides or Lyfts or whatever that is, pray over your car before people get in your car. Okay? Seriously. There has been a spirit of manic that has been released. Okay? And it's going to manifest more as we go into February. Manic means a calamity. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what that means, look it up. Calamity and manic. Manic means mental. Like a whole lot of things is been released, and people that you thought was once sane or stable mentally are going to show you they're not. And then things is just going to pop. Just you're going to be like, whoa, did you see that? You see him do that? Oh my goodness, what happened? So yeah, and anybody who has a male in your life, keep them covered in prayer, because the enemy is after men, especially Black men. Seriously, he wants them bad. Pray for their mental. Pray for their emotional. Pray that they get a relationship with God. I don't want no man that don't have a relationship with God. What can we do? What are we going to talk about? I mean, it's only so much things that you can talk about in the world. When I praise God, I want a man that knows what that is. I don't want him to be looking at me like, "What you doing?" When I walk around and pray through my house like I do, you know, I have my time that I walk around, pray out loud through my house. You know, I just do. Okay. Talk about me, I don't care. I do. I talk to the Lord out loud through my house. Okay. I don't want him to be sitting there like, "That's weird. Girl, what you doing? God don't hear you. Excuse me. You better get out of my house with that type of talk." So yeah. My late husband, he already knew. Sometimes he joined me. Sometimes he just won't let me do me. He ain't look at me strange. He already knew. Just like one day somebody was bringing him home and they was like, "Oh, somebody cooking. I smell greens." And he said, "Then I smell something else." And my late husband started laughing and said, "That's my house." He said, "How you know it's your house?" He said, "I guarantee you my wife is in there and she got some greens that she done picked in their own and she done cleaned up because that's why you smell pine salt." He said, "That's my house. I know my wife." When he went in the house, he said, "I told him it was you." I started laughing. He said, "We smelled that at the end of the block." He said, "Them greens and pine salt." He said, "I knew it was my house. I know my wife." Like tomorrow's Thursday. Even though tomorrow we're having dressed cheeseburgers, but it ain't nothing for me to get up, go to the store, pick some greens, bring them home, pick them, wash them, soak them, wash them, soak them, wash them, and then put them on and have some fresh greens. That's just me. Go get some sweet potatoes and peel them and make candy yams and stuff like that. A lot of people wait till Sunday. I cook it when I feel like it. So if you're cooking on a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday, if that's what I want, that's what I want. But since my mom was cooking for everybody Saturday, tomorrow's Thursday, and we having dressed cheeseburgers. Sunday or Monday, I'm making homemade cream chicken, cream of chicken homemade soup with noodles in it, and I can't wait to post it. I don't have a stand, y'all, where I can show y'all how I'm doing it. So I always either show y'all the beginning and then the after or whatever. But I can't wait to show y'all. It's gonna be so good. And I'm gonna have some brown and served rolls. Ooh, I'm tasting it already. Oh my goodness. Anyway, y'all, I'm not talk y'all ear out. I just wanted to come out and touch bases with my people and tell y'all what I saw. Some will listen, some won't. Some will crucify me, whatever. Enjoy. But I do love y'all. And like I always tell y'all, no matter what the test, always do your best. And I'm going to look at that now on the Ham Show, and I will let you know. Thank y'all. Smooches, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.